You need to sit down, number one, and come up with a mission statement. Why would you even want to look at me or anyone else? Why would you want to study? What brought you to me? Okay. There's a lot of things that people can say about me as a person, and that person's flawed. I'm a human just like the rest of you. But my content is me being distilled into the essence of a trader, an analyst, an educator, a mentor. So your mission statement needs to be written out in a study journal. Now do this with whoever you go and become a mentee under. Okay, if you choose someone else as a mentor, you need to do the same thing. Okay, but you need to come up with a mission statement as to why you're even investing your time and energy into any individual. What brings value? Where's the value? Where's the source of interest? Where's the proof that there's someone that is worth listening to? Okay, so there was a long time where folks just simply, because I would just deny them. I would deny them live trading. I would deny that. And I did that for a very particular reason. Number one, in the United States, I have the luxury of being protected by demo account education. And the folks that would learn under me, that can see through that and say, okay, if I can see it in a demo account and that's price, then it should work in a live account. And that invitation for you to test it was built in. So I don't want any of you to believe me. I want you to test what I said and teach. So that's what your mission statement should be for any mentor. Okay, you've seen enough to be inspired or inquisitive enough to go in to see what it is that makes that person worthy. Okay, so obviously this year you've seen lots of people step forward all around the world, different walks of life. They're doing it. They're proving that they're getting funded. They're proving they're taking money out of the marketplace, and they're crediting what they learned from me. And I'm very thankful and appreciative. That's all I've ever asked for. And that mission statement needs to be spelled out for you. Why are you trying to learn from me or anyone else? What would a mission statement look like? What would an example be? My goal is to harvest all of the insights that Michael J. Huddleston is divulging to the public in his YouTube videos, in hopes that it will help me form a unique model for trading the market, not markets, a very specific market. But in your mission statement that is in the first page of your study journal, you don't have a study journal, you need to start one. You need to get one. Because this is where you're going to pour all of your questions and concerns and your fears and your victories, these milestones. Because it's not the same as just simply tweeting to me or other people in your circle that you did this trade and look, it panned out. And you're not sharing the 50 that you did it wrong. Okay, you have selective sharing. And this is the reason why you have a mission statement at the beginning of your study journal. What is it you're focusing on? What type of trading are you going to be doing? Are you going to be a scalper intraday? Are you going to be trading daily range? You need to be very specific about what it is you're doing. And every single time, it's going to be monotonous. It's going to feel silly. It's going to feel, I don't need to do this. But every single time you open up that study journal, you read that mission statement. Every single time you sit down with your demo account to practice and study, you read that mission statement. Because it's so easy to get caught up in social media, the competitive nature of who's teaching what, who's better than this, and who. You got to remind yourself what you're doing. Because it's so easy to get caught up in all the drama of your own development and other people like myself. I'm very polarizing. So you need to be able to remind yourself why you're studying, what you're studying, and what the purpose and the end result is. What is that? You're trying to learn how to be consistently profitable in one endeavor, not everything. Okay? You're not here to master everything ICT. That's a number one root cause of failure in my private mentorship group, because they were given all kinds of highly specific details about how algorithmic trading is built done and utilized in the marketplace. And it's an invitation for them to decide where they want to focus. Now, everybody watched the 2022 mentorship. You saw how simple that model is. It's very, very simple. Every single model can be made that simple using my content. And the content could be replacing simply the fair value gap with an order block or a breaker, institutional order flow entry drill. And a suggestion would be using 2022 mentorship model as your mission statement. You want to use that one. You may not settle in on that as your own final resting place for a model of choice or your career. It may evolve into using breakers instead of the fair value gap. But fair value gap is the easiest visual representation of a PD array that I teach algorithmically. It's something that repeats on all time frames, and I'm confident my daughter could see it, but she's not interested. And I'm thankful there's some people around the world that are absolutely killing it now, and I love it. But if you go through the 2020 mentorship and use that as your beginning point, once you go through that and you submit it to what I've outlined in every one of those videos, you're going to see that it requires much more than just simply watching the first couple of videos. And unfortunately, social media has adopted this mindset where that's a normal thing and you should pursue that. No, in investing and trading, there's such a high degree of risk. And this is the reason why I teach the way I teach, that you shouldn't be in here trying to double your account or having astronomical monthly returns or weekly returns or daily returns or 200 to 1. I never preach that. To build that mindset or expectation into students is foolish as a mentor, and I never do that. So I talk about how you're going to lose all the time. You're going to lose money. You learn with me, you're going to lose money. You're going to make money if you do the right things, but that right thing has to be a unique experience for you. You may not like that fair value gap. You may not be able to see it because you see all kinds of gaps and you think, okay, well, ICT mentioned a breakaway gap, a measuring gap, an exhaustion gap, and a common gap. Which fair value gap is that one? Well, that comes with experience and knowing what these price swings look like from all higher time frame down to lower time frame.